We will dissect the Ripple Swell phenomenon. It will only be a few days away. All of the speakers will be reviewed. The video will consist of two parts. You won't want to pass this up. We will discuss everything that is happening. We will introduce the speakers and discuss potential announcements. Much research has been done on this. Let's face it, I have a hunch we're going to be pretty damn accurate. Right now, something is going on behind the scenes. Most of us don't know what it is or what's happening. However, have you been following the roster for Ripple Swell 2025? This crypto event isn't like others. It appears like the wealthy are getting together to turn on a new system. The White House, Wall Street, NASDAQ, and the biggest banks in the world are all in one room after all. There's no chance if you believe that to be a coincidence. All of this is planned. In the center of it all, I should say, there is just one digital asset, which is called XRP. Stay closely as we break down the speakers, what they might be revealing, and how everything fits together to create something far larger than cryptocurrency over the course of the next 10 to 15 minutes. By the end of this video, you will understand why XRP is the key to an already occurring financial reset, and not simply another digital asset. People, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. You see, it's the best way to help the channel. It's also free. As the system detects it, the more thumbs up we receive, the more widely this is shared on YouTube. Remember that now is the perfect moment to schedule that one-on-one call if you haven't already. Through the first week of November, a limited number of slots are already reserved. If you want to create an LLC, learn about its structure, appearance, and tax benefits. That's what you want if you're trying to find your Wyoming LLC, which some of you mentioned to me. No issue. I'll show you how to accomplish that. Furthermore, contrary to what some people are charging, it doesn't cost thousands of dollars. You won't have to do anything, and it will likely cost you a few $100s. These calls are intended for people just that. I've got you covered. Believe me. I've spent 8 years here. I am well versed in every detail. I am aware of my actions. I'm able to work it. In addition to getting that call book, you should also subscribe to our Threes newsletter. The third episode, or rather the third newsletter, is what we are currently on. Let's go right into this thing by visiting the Ripple website. Let's get things started. Let us discuss previous swells, including those that occurred in 2024, 2023, 2022, and so forth. Let's go back in time a bit. Ripple's platform for making game-changing announcements has always been Swell. Remember when they unveiled the first significant bank corridors, or when they invited a central bank and its representatives to test cross-border settlements in secret each year? Ripple is getting closer to being used globally. However, I've lived here for 8 years as of 2025. This year, I've experienced 8 Swell events. Simply put, it feels different. Correct. Take a look at the guest list, please. Under one roof are asset managers, government representatives, and trillion-dollar banks. It is similar to Davos, but tailored to the future of blockchain technology. This is the point at which the new and old worlds of money managers and your money mix. Correct. He's coming straight from the White House to be the first speaker at Swell or on Ripple's website. This clarifies everything since you know the script is about to alter when the White House appears at a crypto event. Patrick Witt, the chief advisor to the U.S. government on digital assets and a direct channel to President Trump, is the man we are discussing. Swell is where he will be. Furthermore, this is more than a friendly visit. Folks, he's not requesting appetizers and drinks. Preparations for a coordinated digital currency rollout are evident in this. Imagine a U.S. framework for tokenized settlements that is based on existing technology. The ledger for XRP. What are they doing now that they are unable to introduce a digital currency issued by a central bank overnight? Existing tracks are being used. The plumbing is taken over by Ripple. The settlement medium is XRP. You can turn the system on its head without breaking it in this way. WIC will likely discuss public-private collaboration. Effective interoperability and settlement. Interpretation? Easy. Guess who will be the next in line after the U.S. quietly approved Ripple as the compliant foundation of a new digital financial architecture? The one business that actually manages the whole stock market. The subject at hand is Aidan Friedman. She is Nasdaq's CEO. She no longer goes to tech conferences for the publicity. When markets are poised to shift, she goes to them. Can you guess who manages the settlement for them when she introduces Nasdaq Digital Markets 2.0, a new platform designed for tokenized assets? XRP does. Tokenized securities that trade, settle, and clear on blockchain rails may be hosted by Nasdaq, making it the first exchange to do so. She might say, leveraging public-private partnerships. Does that sound familiar? For market settlement in real time. Behind the scenes, however, it serves as a link between RippleNet and Wall Street. The stock market, cryptocurrency exchange, and Ripple's technology are all connected by Nasdaq. And you know what? After those assets get on chain, who owns them? The oldest bank in America, the next behemoth on the list, is currently experimenting with the newest technology available. Yes, Carolyn Weinberg is the subject of our conversation, BNY Mellon's Chief Innovation and Product Officer. Let's not forget that BNY Mellon currently has $46 trillion in custody. The majority of the world's financial assets are literally protected by them. I doubt many of you were aware of that. What will happen if Weinberg announces XRP custody or tokenization of the XRP ledger for institutional clients? The game is over. BNY institutionalizes, they don't experiment people. I want you to consider the BNY Digital Vault solution, which uses XRP for rapid settlement and tokenizes assets, funds, and treasuries on the XRP ledger. Trillions are passing across Ripple's rails without anyone ever realizing it. I believe it's safe to say that it's the beginning of a new Swift if that drops at Swell. Speaking of Swift and the AllGuard, let's discuss why the AllGuard constructs the vault. The conversations get ready for the bridge. Who are we waiting for? Kraken is in line. Kraken co-CEO David Ripley. The new leadership at Kraken is focused on infrastructure readiness and regulation. What if banks, fintechs, and even governments announced XRP liquidity and an institutional desk powered by Ripple? Imagine a network in which banks utilize Kraken to settle XRP on demand, transforming a cryptocurrency exchange into a worldwide clearinghouse. For immediate asset swaps, Kraken might even incorporate the XRP ledger into its backend. No wait time, no friction. As more institutions enter the market, the exchanges are prepared for the influx of liquidity. In relation to these institutions, are you curious about the next person on the list? Franklin Templeton. This is a big one. They only manage more than $1 trillion and they're next. Nothing major, isn't it? Sandy Call is Franklin Templeton's head of innovation. Now that Franklin Hamilton is here, they have been covertly tokenizing money for 4 years starting in 2021. It's likely that many people are unaware of that at Swell 2025. I anticipate Sandy calling to declare that all of their money market funds will be moved to the XRP ledger. You're probably wondering why XRP, because it is designed for settlement and is regulatory friendly. It is straightforward. Consider tokenized mutual funds where you can quickly receive XRP upon redemption. Well, rather than waiting 2 days. Here's the conspiracy theory behind this. Take a look. This establishes the framework for the treasury market that is tokenized, the ultimate goal in finance. The Franklin Temple action might really compel the SEC to acknowledge the XRP ledger as essential financial infrastructure, and every significant fund will follow after that. And Citi might well be one of those followers. Ryan Rugg is the global head of digital assets for the massive global payments company. She will be present. Here's a small interesting tidbit that some of you might not have noticed. Citi manages the transfer of funds between 90 nations. Rugg's statement that Citi is testing XRP-based corridors for cross-border settlements will be the end of it. The game is over. We are discussing multi-billion-dollar flows that settle in a matter of seconds rather than days. Here's the catch, though. They're going to word it something else because they won't say XRP outright. Be sure to switch on notifications, subscribe, and prepare.